Here's the question. Is $100,000 enough these days for a single person to live comfortably in Canada? Only around 10% of Canadians make that much money or more. But the reality is, in some parts of the country, that no longer goes very far. And it's all because of housing. In Vancouver and Toronto, but also places like Mississauga, you need to make around $120,000-150,000 just to be able to buy the average price condo, and that's with 20% down. But it's not just about homeownership. In these markets, $100,000 is barely enough to rent a one-bedroom apartment. If you were to sign a lease today, the average rent for a one-bedroom would eat up more than 40% of your take-home pay on that salary. That said, $100,000 is still plenty in places with lower housing costs like Edmonton, Montreal, or Halifax. But the thing is, it's not just where you live, it's also when you bought your house or signed your lease. Housing prices soared in a lot of Canada in the early stages of the pandemic. And now high mortgage rates are another obstacle for buyers. Rents, on the other hand, dropped early in the pandemic, but then skyrocketed when life went back to normal. So with good incomes, Canadians who bought or signed their lease before these massive price increases are still doing okay. But for those who weren't so lucky, sadly, it looks like $120,000, $150,000 is the new $100,000.